Welcome to this explainer. Every single year, a new wave of business opportunities emerges. But let's be real. By the time most of us actually hear about them, the early adopters have already swooped in and grabbed the big profits, right? Well, today, we're unpacking a massive set of insights to help you spot the 2026 business trends way before everyone else jumps on the bandwagon. We're looking at a top 7 list of highly profitable frontiers. But instead of just giving you a basic countdown, we're going to break these down by the major economic themes driving them so you can really understand the shifts happening right now.
So what if the next big business isn't a billion-dollar startup? We're kicking things off by completely challenging the myth that you need millions in venture capital, a massive team, or, insider Silicon Valley connections to win in today's economy. The source material we're exploring today reveals a completely different landscape for 2026. We're going to show you how you can start a highly profitable venture literally this week, using absolutely nothing more than the laptop sitting right in front of you.
Now, what's truly fascinating here is the stark contrast between the old, gate-kept economy and our 2026 reality. The old way? Well, that meant waiting for trends to saturate and basically missing the boat entirely. But 2026 is a whole different ballgame. Massive shifts in technology, consumer behavior, and the broader economy are creating incredibly accessible, immediate opportunities. It's like the gates have been thrown wide open and almost anyone can enter right now. The big question isn't whether these new businesses are making money, because trust me, they absolutely are. The real question is whether you'll spot the trend and position yourself before the crowd shows up.
Okay, to make sense of these 7 opportunities, we've grouped them into 3 major shifts. Let's dive right into Shift 1, upgrading the modern workforce.
And diving into this first shift brings us directly to opportunity number 6 on our list of trends.
Personal branding agencies. This is all about building visibility, authority, and trust for busy professionals. Look, the internet has fundamentally changed how people build their careers. Today, executives, doctors, attorneys, real estate agents, they all desperately need online influence. Why? Because trust is fast becoming literally one of the most valuable currencies on the internet. But here's the massive bottleneck. These professionals completely lack the time to manage daily content creation, edit videos, write posts, or engage with audience growth. They are completely swamped. And that is exactly where you come in. With a personal branding agency, you take over that daily grind so they can just focus on their actual practice. It's a total win-win.
Moving right along down the list within this workforce shift, we find opportunity number 4.
Remote workforce support. We're talking about virtual assistant agencies, cybersecurity consulting, employee productivity coaching, digital project management, and remote onboarding systems. Here is the bottom line. Remote work isn't going anywhere. Even those companies that really push to get employees back to the office are now permanently relying on flexible work arrangements. They are desperately trying to figure out how to maximize productivity while keeping their remote teams happy and engaged. If you can step in and provide these support services, you are entering a market with just enormous potential. And the best part? Because these are delivered entirely online, your startup costs can be surprisingly low.
Rounding out this evolution of the workforce, we have opportunity number 3. Specialized online education. Honestly, people have literally never been more willing to invest in learning new skills. However, they are totally done with broad, generic courses. Nobody wants those anymore. They want highly specific solutions to their immediate problems. So, scalable success now comes from targeting niche audiences with incredibly specific knowledge. Think about it. Teaching small business owners how to automate their operations, helping freelancers bump up their income, or training professionals on a very specific emerging technology. The internet allows you to reach a global audience, making this one of the most scalable business models out there. If you have valuable skills, I guarantee there's an audience out there willing to pay for your expertise.
Moving on, let's take a look at Shift 2, the physical world pivot. Because as you'll see, high-tech software isn't the only profitable frontier available to you right now.
And that perfectly introduces trend number 5 on our list of massive opportunities.
Home energy optimization businesses. This covers things like home energy audits, smart home installations, energy-efficient upgrades, insulation improvements, and renewable energy consulting. Look, so many Americans are feeling the intense, everyday pressure of rising utility bills. It's hitting while it's hard. So the crucial point to understand here is that energy efficiency has totally transitioned from just being an environmental issue into a highly practical, immediate financial strategy for millions of households. Homeowners are actively searching for ways to reduce costs without sacrificing their comfort. Because your future customers will often see immediate financial benefits and lower monthly expenses, these cost-saving services are incredibly easy to sell. It's almost a no-brainer for them. Now, we are entering Shift 3, the AI Gold Rush. Let's look at how artificial intelligence actually translates into accessible, everyday service businesses that you can start.
This connects directly to opportunity number 7 from the research.
AI content management services. AI is literally everywhere right now, and businesses know they absolutely need to use it. But here's the catch. Many owners don't have a clue where to even begin. They need blog posts, newsletters, social media content, and video scripts on a constant rolling basis. Now sure, AI can generate this content lightning fast, but here is the irony of it all. Companies still desperately need a human to wrangle it. They need someone to maintain quality and ensure brand consistency so it doesn't just sound like a robot. The most fascinating part? You don't even need to be a professional writer. You just need to know how to efficiently manage these AI tools and organize workflows to deliver polished results for companies that are just racing to compete online.
This escalating demand for AI integration naturally propels us all the way up to opportunity number 2.
The AI Automation Consultant. This is a specialist who helps businesses identify inefficiencies and deploy AI-powered solutions to streamline operations and reduce labor costs. And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates a huge shift happening in the corporate world. Turning hours and hours of tedious manual work into just minutes of automated workflows, that is rapidly becoming a competitive necessity across all sectors, not just a luxury. Businesses desperately want to automate repetitive tasks and improve their customer service, but they completely lack the expertise to set it up. If you can step in and deploy these solutions effectively, the demand for your consulting services is going to be absolutely explosive.
Now, true entrepreneurial success is about spotting the ultimate intersection of all these trends. That brings us to the climax, the ultimate 2026 opportunity.
The source material drops a massive insight here. It says the biggest business trend of 2026 isn't artificial intelligence itself, it's specialization. Let that sink in. Since general AI tools are now widely available to pretty much everyone, simply having access to AI isn't a competitive advantage anymore. The true gold mine, the real secret sauce, lies in applying that technology to highly specific, complex niches.
Which finally brings us to the absolute #1 trending business idea for 2026.
Industry-specific AI solutions. The real magic happens when you combine AI with deep, specialized industry knowledge. For example, look at the breakdown here. Healthcare practices desperately need automated patient communication. Real estate professionals, they want smarter lead management. Law firms are constantly looking for document automation, and construction companies need robust project tracking systems. Every single industry has its own unique workflows, incredibly strict regulations, and specific customer expectations. Entrepreneurs who actually take the time to understand both the AI tech and the specific industry can create incredibly valuable solutions. And guess what? Businesses are more than willing to pay premium prices for solutions that save them time, increase their revenue, and just massively improve their efficiency.
This all comes down to what we call the early adopter's advantage. It is all about positioning yourself ahead of change with a simple idea and, honestly, just the courage to act. The massive takeaway here is that the opportunities emerging right now are absolutely not reserved for giant corporations or Silicon Valley insiders. Not at all. Many of today's fastest-growing businesses started simply because someone recognized a change in the wind, had a genuine willingness to learn, and actually took action before the market became totally saturated. So I want to leave you with one final provocative thought. Which of these 7 opportunities will you start today? The future truly belongs to those who recognize change and position themselves ahead of it. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I strongly encourage you to pick just one of these frontiers, take real action, and hey, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the trends, wealth-building strategies, and massive opportunities that are shaping our economic future. See you next time.